Hey, what's up, amigos? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great midweek. So today we're going to be finishing off the ham hock terrine. So I'm going to show you that first thing, and also the main dish for today is going to be pea and ham soup. So we're going to do also ham and cream cheese little tortellinis to go with the pea and ham soup. We're going to make a fresh stock. Also use a little touch of the ham stock from yesterday, but only a little bit. We don't want it too salty, so just a little touch. And also we're going to put in the fresh peas, so it doesn't really cook down too long. So when we want to make the soup, it literally is going to be last minute to keep that nice bright fresh green flavor from the peas. We don't want to overcook it and be dark green brown, so it's kind of a last minute kind of soup which we're going to do. So but anyway, we're going to make a start, and I hope you guys and gals are going to enjoy it. We're going to grab some veggies. We want to grab ourselves, have I got any carrots left? I don't think I've got any carrots left, but got celery there, onions, a little bit of thyme, and whatever else veggies we've got spare in the fridge. So let's get that on the go now. So I just want to roughly cut this up. So those are all washed up nicely. I'm going to chuck them straight in the pan in a second. So those are set aside. What we're going to do, grab ourselves an onion, a little bit of thyme, and some bay leaves. So I'm just going to cut this down into a rough chop. Perfect. We also want a little bit of fresh thyme as well, and some bay leaves. Anyway, you could crush this down, which actually I am, because I'm not going to grate it because it's for the stock. So what I'm actually going to do, just crush this down. Oh, that wasn't very good, chef. Let me try that one again. So, and we're going to take the skins off. So I'm just going to chuck that in whole. So we're going to put this onto a medium heat. We're going to add a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to start adding the veggies. I don't want too much oil because I don't want this to be an oily stock. So just a little smidge in there. Right, okay, so anyway, that's heating up. So we're going to start adding the onions and the garlic. We're just going to cook this down. We're not going to get too much of a dark color on there. So I'm just going to have a bit more of a kind of caramelization on there. So let's just drop these in now. I'm going to start adding the celery very shortly. Oh, not forgetting my bay leaf as well. Just get that in there. Right, so... Oh! Celery down. So that's starting to sizzle away nicely. I'm just going to get a spoon and just give that a nice little stir in a second. So we're going to need to top it up with some water. So once we got a little bit of color on there, ow, that's hot, chef, don't put your hand on there. What we're going to do is top this up with about roughly, I'd say 1,000 ml of water to 1,500. Right, we're going to let that do its magic. Once that comes up to a simmer, what we're going to do is just turn it down to a low heat. And what you don't want to do is boil the living daylights out of it. Why? Why not, chef? Reason for it, quote from Anthony Bourdain, don't boil the hell out of your stocks, because you'll end up with a flatter flavor. So you get more fuller, richer flavor if you do it nice and gently by simmering. So simmer your stocks, no boil them. And second thing is as well, more for kind of restaurant use, so you'll end up with cloudy stock, but that's more for restaurant use more than anything. Pasta time. I don't want to make too much pasta. I'm not going to make loads of tortellini, so I'm going to do about 100 grams. 100 grams, so I'm going to do about 80 grams of double O and about 20 grams of semolina. Pinch of salt, 1 egg. So for my pasta recipe, I usually do every 100 grams, I do 1 egg. That's the best way I always remember off the top of my head. Whether you want to add double O flour or add semolina, or if you just want to do double O flour, you want to use plain flour, do you know what I mean? Whichever you kind of prefer. Traditional way, yeah, double O flour, best way. So 1 egg, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil as well. So I'll go for about 10 ml of that. Guys, did you know I forgot to change my cameras? Nobody even said anything, did they? Alrighty, so we're going to mix this up. You could always whisk the egg up before you add it. I just like to mix it in when it's there. So anything else I want, chef? So we've got the oil, flour, double O flour, sorry, semolina, pinch of salt. Yeah, we're good. So I'm going to give that a little break up in there without making too much of a mess. So if you want to mix it up like so, that's fine. Right, anyway, let's give this a mix. Also, if this is a little bit dry and the egg's a little small, right, just add a little touch of water, which I feel like we're probably going to need to do. So Just a very small smidge was my... what's the same? Let me take this over. Right, so let's give this a nice little knead. So we're going to knead this for about, I'd say 5 minutes. It's a very small dough, so it's not going to knead long. We don't want to overwork it, because we don't want tough pasta, so just make sure about 5 minutes, just until it's slightly smooth. We should be good. Right, okay. So that's looking beautiful. So that's nice and smooth. Good to go. I'm going to let that rest for a little touch. So usually about 25 minutes to half an hour. I'm just going to give it about 10-15 minutes because this is a small amount. We don't really need to let it rest too long. Oh yes, of course, the filling. So I'm pretty sure I got cream cheese in here. Pretty sure if I haven't, then, well, we'll find something else to fill it with. But I'm pretty sure, yes, I do. So yeah, we want a little bit of ham. So these are in little bits already, which is great. So don't need a huge deal. I actually need a little touch of parsley, which I've got here. Right, so I'm just going to chop this up. Right, so parsley straight in. So yeah, if you're not a big fan of parsley, there are other herbs out there if you want to use them. Right, so we're going to give this a little mix. The cream cheese might be a little bit stiff. So you could, I guess, you could beat it on the KitchenAid or something, but I'm not going to go to that extent. So just be patient with it, give it a mix. It'll eventually kind of mix together, and we'll have a taste. If we need a little bit of seasoning in there, that's fine. We can put a little touch of salt. Right, let's roll this out. Let's give this a roll. So if you haven't got a pasta machine like me, you can roll it by hand. Take you a little bit of work, but certainly not impossible. Alrighty, so let's get my cutter. So I feel like that should be a good size. Yeah, okay. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're going to re-roll this one out if I can. The only problem with when you re-roll it, it can get a little tough. So we'll see if we can roll a little bit more out. So what we're going to do is going to need some water. Alright, so just want a little bit of water on there. Don't go too crazy. So what we want to do is let's pretty much fold it over, right? And get all that excess air out. So we've got that there, right? So the next thing we want to do is fold this over, I believe. Just a touch of water on each side. And then what you want to do, I'm pretty sure you loop it then, right? Is that right? I feel like it is. And then just pretty much loop it round. And you should have a nice little kind of tortellini. So something like that, pretty much. So let me get a little tiny tray to put these on. So there we go. There's those beautiful tortellinis. Water's boiling. I'm going to drop our tortellinis in. Maybe half to begin with, because I don't want the water to just... I say half, right? Yeah, we may as well carry on. We're already there. Okay, so as soon as they start to float, they're coming out. And then we should be good. Felt a little bit quick as well, guys. I'm just going to have a try one, just to make sure this pasta is actually cooked. Oh my god, it's so good. I'd say a little touch longer. They got a bite to it. I wouldn't say it's cooked. Give it a little touch longer. They're ready. But look at those. Look at those little gems just swimming there. Just chilling their boots. So I'm going to get another pan on. I'm going to put this at the back. Oh, that's on a little high. Should we kind of pull that off and wait for that to cool down a little bit? We're going to put a medium-sized, large pan on here. We're going to get our onion. I'm going to start dicing that down, getting the garlic in time. We should be good. Cutting it down horizontally, keeping it all together, like I said before. But you couldn't see it, I know, because of me. My bad. So the more layers you get into this, the more finer dice you're going to get out of it. And if it's an emotional day, have a little cry to yourself. It's all good. Don't need to be ashamed of it. Right, so let's dice this up. I was like, where's my garlic? It was hiding underneath. So give our garlic a nice little cheeky grate. So we're going to start cooking that down. We're also going to dice up the celery as well next. I'm going to show you a little tip and trick. If you've already seen it, fantastic. If you haven't, don't worry. Tablespoon of oil. What we're going to do is just pop the onions in. Whoa! Right, careful you don't burn the onions. That was a little too hot. I left it on there a little long, but that's okay. Right, we're going to give that a nice little quick stir. If you don't want the stringy bits, what we're going to do is top and tail first before we do anything else. So, and what we're going to do, if you don't want the stringy bits, or the textures of it, what you want to do, just give it a nice little cheeky peel. And I'll get rid of those textures from there. So if you ever make a soup and then you end up with that kind of woody kind of stringiness left from the pulp, just peel them. Peel the celery and you should be fine. So, because this is not going to be cooking for long, we're going to give this a nice little dice. So we're just going to cook these down until they're nice and soft. Then we're going to start adding the peas and then the stock. Also, I want to get a little touch of ham in there. I mean, it is pea and ham soup at the end of the day. So I've got plenty of ham to use. So we're going to get a little touch of ham in there once that's softened up. Strain off our stock. This right here. Sorry. It's a stock from yesterday where the ham was cooking in. I'm not going to use a lot of it, but as you can kind of see, hold on, I'm kind of peeling it off. The fat has actually solidified on top. So what we're going to do is just pretty much take the fat off. I mean, if you want to keep it, go for it. I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to use it for anything. You can do. So if you've got a stock, right, it's got quite a bit of fat in it, and skimming it is just causing you problems. Let it cool down, put it into a tub, put it in the fridge, let it overnight, and the fat will kind of rise to the top, and then you can just take the fat straight off, and you won't have any fat in your stock there, or very little at least. So I mean, it's not going to be fat-free, but do you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot less fat in there. So that's another way you can do it. So we're going to add a little touch of ham in there before I eat all of it. So I'm going to pop a little bit of ham in here. I say a little bit, right? I'm kind of going to go for it. A couple of handfuls of ham in there because, you know, I want that hammy kind of flavour in there. I'm going to add the peas. Top it up with the stock. I'm going to pop both bags of peas in there. Stock, they're going to turn this up now, up to a medium heat. Stock is going in. I don't want too much water in here. I don't want too much, or liquid, sorry. So that's all the stock. I'm going to add a little touch of the ham stock from yesterday. But be very careful with that, because I tasted it yesterday. It was a little bit salty, so I'm only going to go for about a ladleful. So that's going to come up to a simmer. Once it's simmering, it's going to come straight off, no more cooking, and we're going to blend it. Right, how are we looking? Right, I feel like we're just about there with this. Oh, it smells so good. Right, what am I going to serve this in, chat? I don't even know what I'm going to even serve this in right now. I feel like... Anyway, I haven't even shown you the soup yet, so... Ow! Anyway, there it is. Pea green, delicious pea and ham soup. And it's nice and smooth. Don't want to go too heavy with it. Oh, these feel really good. So anyway, there it is. Pea and ham soup. Very straightforward. So we made homemade veggie stock, celery, onions. I didn't have any carrots. That would have been nice, but it's okay. Still delicious. Bay leaf, a little bit of thyme. We sweated off the veggies, added water, cook it down on a medium heat. Then as soon as it's simmering, turn it down to a low for about an hour or two. The base of the soup, dead simple, dead easy. Onions, garlic. We didn't put any more thyme in there because I didn't go too crazy. A little bit of celery, which we peeled and then diced down. So we cooked that out until it was like super soft. Added the 2 bags of green peas, or petit pois. And then we added the stock to it, and then we also used some of the ham stock from yesterday, just to give it that hamminess and that saltiness as well. And then we served it with some ham and cream cheese tortellinis. So we made homemade pasta with 100 grams, so we did 85 grams of double O flour, 15 grams of semolina, pinch of salt, 10 ml of oil, and we just kneaded that up. A little touch of water to bind it together. Kneaded it for about 5 minutes, let it rest for 15 to 20. Rolled it out, and then using a nice little cutter, cut out nice little circles, put the filling of a cream cheese and the ham we had left over, and some parsley with a little touch of salt in there as the filling, and then we just made the tortellinis, so basically into a moon shape, then flipped over on itself, and then wrapped around your finger, and that's pretty much how you make the tortellinis. So we blanched the tortellinis off for about 3 minutes, just until they floated. I felt they needed a little touch longer than that. So, and then we just dropped them again for another 2 minutes and finished it off with the soup with a little touch of parsley and then the cream cheese and ham on top as well. So, pretty much it. Pretty much it. Very simple, delicious, easy peasies, right? Guys and gals, thank you so much again. I appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow for the ham tapas at 10 AM Mountain Time as always. Until then, amigos, have a great rest of your day. Much loves, and thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Bye for now, amigos.